¿Quieres pelear? Boo. 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 Boo.
Si como baila lo hace tengo curiosidad y te lo juro que trae.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is your first time to my channel. I am Alejandro Rodriguez. Basically do a lot of things, random stuff. I do makeup, vlogs, mukbangs. You can tell by the title, we are doing a makeup favorites. I had posted a little poll on Instagram to see how everybody felt about me doing a makeup favorites, because for my last video, I got a lot of really good feedback that you guys really liked the way I was doing my makeup, or you guys really liked the products I was using. Let me just go ahead and jump right into the video. Where should we start off? You guys give me a product to start off with.
Foundation.
Foundation? Okay. For foundation, since I don't have every foundation that I do like with me on hand, I will be posting like certain pictures like in the clip like I always do. My first foundation that I fell in love with when I started doing makeup was the e.l.f. foundation. I believe it's very inexpensive. I think it was like what, $3 to $4? I think no.
It's like $6.
It's $6 now? Okay, well, at my time, it used to be like a $4 foundation, but I guess now it's like a $6 foundation, which I think it is a little bit overpriced for something that's literally like this type of component. Something, it has like this much foundation, literally, like it doesn't have a lot of foundation, so it won't last you for too long, but it is a great foundation. It's very full coverage and it looks just like skin, so I recommend that foundation. I've always liked it. Another one that I had been trying, which I've been telling you guys, this one's also really good. This is the Super Stay by the Maybelline. I really like this foundation because it does keep me matte for a while. But of course, you know, if you are an oily person, you're not going to stay unoily all day. You are still going to get that oil throughout the day. And that's kind of my mistake, because I always thought I would never. But I do. This foundation doesn't get me oily too quick though. So I really like this foundation. It's oxidized. So you have to be careful when you do pick up your color. Try to pick up like a color, I guess, before your shade, so that when it does oxidizes, it oxidizes that color you were trying to pick up. Because I had picked up shade 220, I believe. I think it was either 220 or 320, I don't remember. And it was super orange on my skin tone, so I had to, you know, return it and try this 310. And I really like this one now. And this one's, I think, around $11 or so. But I really like this one too. It's very good for your money. And yeah, I think I'm almost out, but I really like this one. This is a really good foundation. But if you guys have any foundations that you guys would like to recommend, I am an oily skin person. I have very, very oily skin. So like my T area, a little bit like right here by my cheeks and my forehead and my eyelids, I'm very, very oily. If you guys have any recommendations, like always, you guys already know, leave them in the comments down below or send me a DM. Moving on to, let's say, concealer. Is the Born This Way concealer. This concealer was really good. I like it because even on days that I don't want to wear foundation, I can wear this concealer by itself and like just kind of go to certain areas of my face. Like basically when I'm in a rush and I'm gonna go to work, for this concealer, I'll just open it up, whatever, and I'll put it here. I'll put it under my eyes, around my mustache area, and my forehead. And just with that, I'll have that and this powder, the Fit Me powder, all over my face, and then it literally looks like foundation, like if I'm wearing a full beat, but it's literally just concealer. This Too Faced one, I just can't let go of. I really like it. It's full coverage, it's comfortable. Stephanie has dry skin, but she says the Huda Beauty concealer is a good one, so there you go. If you are a dry skin girl, I got you a dry skin tip, bitch. You're welcome. Oh, my brows, you know what? My brows, let's get it. This is a very deep problem. My brows regularly without makeup, they look fine. They're normal, they're there, they're cute, but they're just not furry enough for me. They're not thick enough. So I now start to like shade them in and stuff, and I started to use the NYX pencil. I think that one was like $10. It kind of looks like the Anastasia one. Kind of looks like every other pencil in the market, like this one. And I liked it and stuff, but I noticed that when I would take like pictures with flash and stuff, they would look very gray. I really like Anastasia, but like I've told you guys before, Anastasia's colors are very dark, so you have to be very careful when you're applying her products. Especially for me, because I have a really heavy hand. Like, I mean, I have a very heavy hand, so it's very hard with my brows. Sometimes like one will be darker than the other, or one is like more shaded than the other. Like right now I feel like I have problematic brows, but we're not even gonna get into my brows, honestly. If you need a brow gel and you want something that's high end, but you know it's gonna work for sure, Anastasia hands down is the one for you. That one is like hairspray on your fucking hair. Totally recommend it. Right now I'm using the ColourPop brow boss gel. It was like $6.50, and I tried it just because I didn't want to splurge on the Anastasia one again, because I felt like I need to kind of like go around and see what other products are out there that kind of do the same thing. So I thought this one would kind of do the same thing, but honestly it doesn't hold them the way Anastasia did, but I could feel like the texture that it's there, like it's holding my brow. But the Anastasia one, that one just felt like hairspray on your fucking brows. Like that one was A1. And then for this one, it's really, really tiny, this little spoolie thingy. And it kind of gives me like a manteca vibe, like white manteca. This has grown to be one of my favorites actually from the past few days. I've been using this one consistently and I really, really like it. It helps a lot with my under eye because when I would do regularly just my concealer and my under eye powder film, the hair spun, when I would do this one right under, and I would take pictures on Snapchat. But see, that's the thing, it's only on my Snapchat camera that I'll take like a selfie really up close and my under eyes look really great. I had heard that color correcting was kind of a way to get that out of the way, so I tried this out and it works very great with my beard. This is A1 as fuck. I really love this. I do think it was a little pricey for $5. Go to the Swami for this shit in our beauty store and get this shit for $1 because it works just the same. Don't get them cracking your money. I don't have the other blush with me, that's why. There's only like 2 blushes that I've ever tried like throughout my whole life of makeup that I'm very, very obsessed with. The Kylie bronzers, highlighters, and blushes. I've been telling you guys that they're A1. I have this, the We're Going Shopping shade, and I liked it because when I swatched it in the store, it was kind of pink, but it was, you get what I mean? Oh, fuck, the lighting here is like a little weird, but work with me. Is that right there? Can you guys see that? Like aside from all my fingers, how this one's just kind of like really peachy, very rosy, like a red, orange. I don't know, I just like this. It doesn't look really hard on my skin because I'm like morena vibe. There's another shade from Pretty Vulgar. I just don't know what the name is. My sister has it at home. I'm gonna check what it is and I'll keep you guys updated for that one. Like I'll put the name in here. But I really, really like that Pretty Vulgar one. It's not deep at all. It's like buildable. So like when you put it onto your cheeks, it's just very light and then you just start to pack it on. The Kylie ones are very much the same with one like pounce onto the pan. You won't really get much because you have to kind of like get in there and to, like mess with your face for you to really get a lot of color out of them. I really like that they're very safe blushes because I know sometimes there is those blushes that you pick up like barely once and it's just real pink, real red. But with this one, it's very safe. I really like it. It's very inexpensive as well. It's like $14. Highlighter, literally like my favorite subject. This is gonna be a topic. I didn't bring all my highlighters. I forgot my Bretman palette. I forgot my my Shayla one with ColourPop, the little small one. That one's a good one. It's super gold. I love it. I've been having this one for a while. I got it for my birthday from Cynthia. I think it was my birthday for Christmas. I remember. Cynthia gave me this one. It is the Master Chrome from Maybelline. This shit is so good. I really love it on my skin tone. That's the reason why she got it, because it was very hard when I started to wear makeup. It was really hard to actually get a highlighter that was complementing for like my skin because I have a deeper complexion. So she had got me this one and I would just wear it, I remember, on my bare skin and it would always look so bomb. I'm actually wearing the Kylie Jenner Queen Drip. A little goes a long way. I've been using it like up. Not a lot, but I've been using it like enough for it to kind of go somewhere. But look, it's still there. It's still looking A1. And even my Master Chrome, like I go crazy with this one sometimes too. And look, it's still there. Like it's literally still A1 in one piece. The only highlighter that I've probably gone through and it like finished completely was probably the Bretman palette with Morphe. That collab was A1. It was so bomb. I loved it because you got a real human hair brush with it, which was this brush actually. 6-piece palette of highlighter, a pinks, 2 browns, a few golds, and I think there's like a pink one. Kind of looks like a snowflake color, but when you put it onto your skin, it kind of goes purple. And that first row, the last shade, I think it was called Mahu. I'm not sure exactly what was the name of it, but that shade specifically was so perfect for my skin tone. It was very gold. Get your hands on the Bretman palette. You guys totally should because it's very worth it, and it has more than one highlighter shade. And this one, I kind of don't always like to share it, not because I don't want nobody to buy it, but it's like even if you wanted to, you can't buy it anymore because it was just like a one-time collaboration with Anastasia and Amrezy. I've had this highlighter probably for like a year now, and I don't use it on the daily, but when I do use it, I do go in. Still very pressed, like it's A1, and I really, really love it. It looks really good on the skin. At first, when I was using it with the wrong foundation color, it did look a little weird on me, but then now that I like changed to my right shade, it does look better. So I really, really like this one. It's very iconic, and it's so sad that it was just a one-time thing. That's why I was very skeptical about her fucking palette, because I liked it, but finish it up, then what? But this highlighter was very much worth it. I think it was like $30, but I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Also are the Wet n Wild ones. Those are a drugstore brand, and those are really good. They're $4, I believe. My favorite color was the, I don't know the number. It had a number at the top, but I know the shade name was Crown, Golden Flower Crown. if you guys could get your hands on that highlighter specifically, it's only $4 and I swear it is so bomb. Like that is the only highlighter you would ever need if you love to look like a glazed donut, like very shiny, very gold. That's it. Like you just need that one. That's the one. I totally recommend the Golden Flower Crown. And I also have a Fenty Beauty Matchsticks. I don't have it with me, but I'll upload a picture like I always do. That one I use with this brush that I also got. It's the Fenty Beauty brush for highlighting. I grab that matchsticks and I'll like pound it off of the, how can I say, it kind of looks like a roller. You know how like those perfume rollers that you would put like on your chest or like over here on your wrist? It looks like that. I'll basically just like rub it off and then just start going in like that, highlight that. I really like this brush too. It's a little hard to work with because of the fact that it's like a shark tooth or something like that. Because I'm used to doing a fan brush, or I would do a regular, I think this was I don't remember what number this was. It was like the R6. But I used to be so in love with this one, and then after I cleaned it, it just kind of lost its shape. So I just kind of like lost the love for it. But this one worked really good with that Wet n Wild highlighter. This was like my go-to all the time. And then this one I use it for everything. But the funny thing is that this brush specifically won't pick up the Amrezi highlighters. It won't pick it up, but it picks up anything else. The only brush that I've had that picks up the Amrezi highlighter like butter is it's a regular Morphe. And I think it'd be from like this collection that has like the rose gold at the bottom. I'm not sure if it's like the rose gold at the bottom or if it was like a silver one. And it's a silver fan brush. And that one picked up the highlighter super good. Moving on to setting powder. I've used the Fit Me loose powder religiously a lot, and the Airspun I just started to pick up because Diana was just like, oh, I want it, you should try it out, like see how it works for you. And honestly, you guys, for $5, it's very worth it. It's really big. You get a lot of product, and it doesn't give flashback. At least it doesn't give me flashback, so I really enjoy it. I really like it. This is just more for like when I'm very lazy and I don't want to do my makeup full all the way. I'll use this, like I said, with like concealer, and I'm like out the door. But I also do sometimes use it when I want to not use this and I want just like color, like just a bunch of color. I'll use this, and it doesn't look bad at all. It doesn't get flashback either because it, like I said, it's like to your skin tone. But it does run out a little bit faster than this one, of course, because it is like a smaller packaging, but they're around the same price. But they're really good. As for bronzer, the butter bronzer, I don't get it. I don't fucking get it. Because when I use this stupid ass bronzer, bitch, I didn't see the bronze.
Where's the bronze, bitch?
I need to look like what I look like right now. And the butter bronzer was not doing it for me, so therefore I will not be butter bronzing nothing. Out. This bitch is doing it. I really like this one. This is the almond color. I've been using it for a long ass time, and look, the fucking Kylie drip shit is still there. This is for sure something that you guys should splurge on. Even if you guys don't fuck with her, look, I get it. But Sis is doing her thing, okay? Sis is not taking out shitty quality products. They're not that bad. I have a lot of her liquid lipsticks, so I really like her liquid lipsticks too, and I love the scent. I don't know why people don't like the smell of Kylie's liquid lipsticks, but to me they smell like that Mexican candy Tommy. I'm not sure if you guys know. If you're Latina or if you're Latino and you're watching this right now, if when you were younger you were given this candy that had like a little osito on it, and I think like the outsides were like a royal blue and it was like white, and there's also a gold wrapper from this brand. I think it's called like Tommy or Tommy or something like that. Ask your mom. Your mom should know. Get up and go tell your mom. Go. She's in the kitchen. It literally smells like that Mexican candy Tommy, bitch. That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. I don't know why people don't like it, but I like the smell. I think they smell so bomb. And that's just that. I think they smell so bomb, period. Lash glue. Love the House of Lashes. But, y'all see this crust? It's a really good glue, but it's the messiest glue I've ever dealt with. Like, not even dual glue was this messy. Get it all over your eyelid, you get it all over the place. This is the glue that you could wear like to a Disneyland roller coaster, bitch, or like a Six Flags roller coaster, and you still looking like a bad bitch. Like, it will not come off. If it does get caught onto your real lashes or like pluck them out, but hey sis, it's all Gucci, you gonna grow it again, right? So I like this one. I like dual glue, but the only reason why I don't fuck with dual glue is because it never stays for me in my inner corners, and I see a lot of girls, and you bitches cannot say no because I will come for you. A lot of girls have this problem where they're out and about and they're like, you know, kumbaya, we're looking cute, but those inner corner lashes are fucking flaking off. Why? Because your glue is dual glue. I'm not trying to shit on duo, it's a good glue, But sis, you need to know how to keep my edges in the corner and get them right. And I don't have a problem with this glue at all, so that's why I will be sticking with this one for now at least. I know there's a white version, so I'm going to try to pick up that white version because this black one makes a fucking mess. Primer. I was using the Fenty Beauty. That's the one I started with. That one I really, really liked, and I do recommend the Fenty Beauty one. It's nice. It doesn't stay on your fingers. It feels like water. It's like put it on your face, and it just feels really good, and it doesn't smell. So I really like the Fenty primer. It was really good, but I didn't really see like a difference. Like, oh, it's doing this, my skin looks like that. I didn't really see nothing for that primer. After the Fenty one, I wanted to jump onto something that was still on the matte train and something that was gonna for sure keep me matte but not have me feeling like silicone fingers. So I ended up jumping onto the Becca primer. This is the Ever Matte Poreless Priming Perfector. Very expensive, but it's really good. I like it so far, honestly. I don't have to touch up until like maybe my 4th hour. At work, I'm like moving around and I'll touch my face. But it's been coming through. I like it so far, but I just don't like the fact that the directions are apply a pea-sized amount because I do not look like a fucking pea-sized person to begin with. I love mascara. I just love having long lashes, as in fake lashes, regular lashes, like my original lashes. I love for them to be very dark, very like spider looking. I'm a very big fan of the L'Oreal Telescopic, and honestly, I started to use it again today, and it's out. It's just out for me. It's too much. It's really messy. It's too wet. The brush, as it is, like when you put it inside, well, it never really gave me a problem putting it back inside, like so. You see how we struggle. A lot of people would really struggle like all the way. I don't. I always just slowly and then just to the point. But when I am doing it on my bottom lashes here, it did create a lot of mess and it was just too much for me. But this one too, I remember I did recommend it at one point. It was really good, but after trying it for so long, honestly, it only ends up getting drier and drier. And after a while, it does get really dry on your lashes. So does the Telescopic. So these for sure are not a it for me. This for sure does what it says it's gonna do. It's gonna give you length. They're gonna be black and pretty for a bit though. I recently jumped over to the Tarte, the Lights Camera Lashes, this purple one. And this one has been doing it for me so well. I really love it. It doesn't dry out. It does flake a little bit on me because I touch my lashes a lot and I curl them throughout the day. Like I'll go ahead and curl them up and stuff. So I see why it would flake on me. You have really like stiff down lashes. This is kind of like a 50-50 for you because my lashes are like that, but they're not too stubborn. So if I curl them before and then apply mascara, it just won't work for me. It's just gonna wet it and bring it down. So I never curl my lashes before applying mascara. I always apply mascara first and then curl my lashes after. I know it's not the thing to do because it's very bad for your lashes and they're gonna fall and whatever the fuck. But that's the only thing that works for me. Great. Brings lashes to look really long and full and curly. Setting spray. I just picked up this one like 2-3 days ago. I wore it to work yesterday. I very dislike the fact that it's this small, but for something being this small, bitch, it does the job. Like your man's dick. Small, but it does the job. It has no type of camel spit. Who is she? And I feel like it's kind of going out already, low-key, because I do be spraying crazy. But I really like it. They have this one, they have a rose water, a cucumber one, and I think like a regular fresh one. But I like to be matte, like I said, so I got the matte finish one, and I really, really like it. Actually, I'm wearing it right now, and my face looks fine. So Matte Fix Plus is that bitch. This one is so good because when your makeup looks really powdery, like right after you finish, this one, it just melted into your skin and you look very snatched and it just looks fresh. So I ended up doing the Fix Plus Matte, and this one with any foundation that I wear with anything, it's not a problem. It's really good. Really like it. It doesn't dry me out. It doesn't get me oily too quick either. So I really like this one. I will forever and always purchase this MAC one. Jeffree Star with Morphe, the pink one. It was a good setting spray. It was very inexpensive. It smelled like strawberries. It smells really good. And it was just good. I don't have any of the eyelashes that I like to always recommend to people because the ones that I'm wearing are a little pricey. These are, I think, around maybe $12 to $15. I'm not sure. They were given to me by a friend. Shout out to Ms. Adelia. They are Lena Lashes. If you guys want to go ahead and follow them on Instagram, I will leave them down below, or I will always put like their name up here. Instagram is Lashes by Lena. I like the Kiss lashes too. They run from like I think $6 to maybe $10. They look like the Dollar Lash Club lashes. They look like Lily lashes. They look just like that. They look really well. I just started to love J Lash Company because I had bought a few of their lashes at Vanity Box and Downey because they were having a sale, and they're so comfortable. What I would recommend from J Lash is the Style Boss Lady and Pop. They will make you look like a bad bitch, period. Also, you guys already know I always talk so much about this Tiva oil from NYX, but the pink one is the one that I started with, and that one I liked, but it was doing something, but it wasn't doing nothing, because after I tried this one, I'm not sure if it was probably like the cannabis in it or whatever the fuck that they're just trying to feed people to buy it, but this one actually did work a little bit better for me. It actually kept my lips moisturized longer than the other one did, and it didn't build up a lot of my corners, because for some reason every time after a while when I have like chapstick or any types of oils, I don't know why my lips just kind of build up in the corner and it looks like cum. Like it just looks very white, but I don't know, I can't control that. Like it just happens, it just fucking happens. But I love this, and it's really good, and I totally recommend this little lip oil. Thing ever from highlighter is lips. I think lips are just so fun. You can make them super small, you can make them super big, you can outline the fuck out of your lips, like literally all the way out here and make it look like you're eating ass. That's up to you. If you're a gloss girl and you want something that's gonna stay there and it's not gonna get onto your hair and it's not gonna be sticky and annoying, the Morphe glosses are a good one. You really love these. I totally recommend this. These are like $6. If you get your hands on the NYX ones, I recommend these 100%. I like to actually use a regular lipstick tube. This one I really like. This is Main Squeeze from Morphe. I don't know, Morphe just has like that really cool icicle type of packaging. The same thing for like their glosses and for their liquid lipsticks. Totally recommend anything Morphe. Bianca, if you're watching this video, I need my lip gloss back. Stop with the shits, bitch. I need my fucking lip gloss. Stop playing. My go-to liquid lipstick is for sure always a Kylie Jenner. My favorite one is the Malibu shade. I love it. Love the fucking smell. Like, I don't know. I personally just love the smell. It smells so good. Okay. Guys, if you guys keep hearing like noise in the background, this is who the noise is. Is this Luisito? We're hanging out at his house today. Very nice. Let him borrow his kitchen. Look at that. Yeah. So yeah, we're very excited to be here today. We're testing things out. His favorite product would be the Beauty Blender. Right? Yeah, his favorite one's the Beauty Blender. This one I had already before, but I had to pick up another one the other day because I love the Morphe sponge. This Morphe sponge specifically is so good. I really like it. It doesn't pick up all my product like this. I mean, this one doesn't pick up all my product, but it picks up a little bit of it. But this one doesn't pick up any product at all for me. But it had like that like culito smell, so I had to like let it go. My other one was really dirty. I recommend the Morphe sponge 100%. Like that is the sponge, like the sponge for me. Ooh, little Emmy. He knows that the Morphe sponge is the one to go. Look at him. The beat is real. Morphe, give me a call, okay? Send us a few. But yeah, as you can see from Luisito, he himself said this beauty blender is 100% the beauty blender for you. Okay guys, so that wraps up another video. Thank you guys so much for watching and subscribing, liking my videos, and commenting like you guys always do. I really do hope that you guys learned something from today and that you guys want to pick up any of these products that I could have maybe put you on or you already been put on. If there's something you want to put me on, go ahead and please, like I said, share your information with me on any DM from any of my social medias or in the comments down below.